When you try your best but you don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need, when you feel so tired but you can't sleep, stuck in reverse, when the tears come streaming down your face, something you can't replace, when you love someone but it goes to waste, could it be worse? Lights will guide you home and your bones, and I will try to fix you. High up above or down below, when you're too in love to let it go, if you never try, you'll never know just what you're worth. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Tears stream down your face when you lose something you cannot replace. Tears stream down your face, and tears stream down your face. I promise you I will learn from all my mistakes. Tears stream down your face, and lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Thank you. My name is Mark Capper. Welcome. I know we have a great lineup for tonight. Glad you all can be here. If you haven't yet, make sure you go over and get yourself a Shamrock Shake. That song was Fix You by Coldplay, though I'm sure you already knew that. So, anyways, enjoy. It all began on a dark and stormy night. Isn't that where all good stories begin? Though there was no storm outside my window, just these thoughts of mine storming within. here? What am I even living for? There's a plague of failure hanging over me. But while I try, I'm pretty sure I could never find the cure. And think only on who I ought to be instead of who I am. But is there anything worth pondering when all of life runs south? There is no more need for noise when the noise just wears you out. Yet I can't help but fill my head with gratifying pleasures. My brain supposing it's all peaches and roses doesn't know irreversible damage has been done. Somewhere deep inside I think I can sense a glimmer of hope. I know the source is foreign because of my falling down this slope. Wherever it comes from, this I know, that my mind has been relieved, and I begin to think about who could reverse the irreversible. But is there anything worth pondering when all of life runs south? There is no more need for noise when the noise just wears you out. Yet I can't help but fill my head with gratifying pleasures. My brain supposing it's all peaches and roses doesn't know irreversible damage has been done. But who could know just where this all will lead? I'm not some conquering knight riding forth to battle on my faithful steed. Only the seed of heaven could possibly break through the stone-cold heart inside of me. But is there anything worth pondering when all of life runs south? There is no more need for noise when the noise just wears you out. Yet I can't help but fill my head with gratifying pleasures. My brain supposing it's all peaches and roses doesn't know irreversible damage has been done. Is there anything worth pondering when all of life runs south? Underneath the pretty surface, it's withering out. There's got to be more to this life than gratifying pleasures. Maybe something of everlasting measure. Thank you. That was a song I wrote called The Storm. Out of the depths I cry to you, all of my sorrow and sin in your view. Won't you come be my rescue? But I'm not sure that I can trust you, 'cause you are holy God, you're a wild and raging flame. I bring my filthy rags, I'm covered in my shame. I see those clothed in white, and I long for just the same. Out of the depths I cry to you. depths I cried to you. You came and opened up my eyes. My guilt became his and his righteousness mine. Thanks to Jesus, I'll be just fine. 'Cause you are faithful, Lord, even to those who caused your pain. You're the one who bore my shame. In your death, you broke my chains. Then you rose glory to gain. And your church has spread your fame by your Spirit's incessant claim. Now I'm calling on your name. Out of the depths I cry to you. Out of the depths I cry to you. I was without hope, now hope springs anew. I know my Redeemer is faithful and true. You are my rock and my refuge. How could I ever doubt you? Your grace, it never ends. You continue to call me your friend. When I seek you first, I find everything else I need is mine. Now I'm running this race by faith, hoping one day to see your face. Wonder and beauty to behold, and fully feel your love untold. Out of the depths I cry to you. Out of the depths I cry to you. You are my rock and my refuge. Thank you. That was another song I wrote called Out of the Depths. Associates, bachelors of art or science, masters or doctorate degree. Life is far more in depth and complex than we kids ever could have believed. So much to know and so much to see. It's all reality, but really, when will you learn, boy? When will you learn that life is not as straightforward as you might think? The good don't seem quite as good, or the bad as we've made them out to be. Don't we all try to wear the masks that keep other people out? So really, when will you learn, boy? When will you learn to see this life for what it really is? Or when will you learn to be more authentic with all your friends? When will you finally realize the impact that you could have on this hurting and broken world if you'd be more vulnerable to those in need who need you the most to be. Fathers and mothers and even sons and daughters, we all have a story to tell. But we focus so much on how they aren't always pretty, forgetting others have them as well. But I won't tell you mine and you won't tell me yours, because for some reason we're all afraid that no one, boy, knows what we're going through. But when will we learn to see this life for what it really is? Or when will we learn to be more authentic with all our friends? Or when will we finally realize the impact that we could have on this hurting and broken world if we'd be more vulnerable to those in need who need us the most to be? Every single person I pass on the sidewalk apparently is having a good day. But what is really going on underneath that facade that they show so perfectly? There must be a way to show them that I care, but is there any way they'd let me in? Well, then I might as well try, boy. But how can I learn to see this life for what it really is? How can I learn to be more authentic with all my friends? How can I finally realize the impact that I could have on this hurting and broken world if I'd be more vulnerable to those in need who need me the most to be? That was another one I wrote called Life, When Will You Learn? Kind and merciful God, we have sinned in your sight. We have all wandered far from your way. We have followed desire. We have failed to aspire to the virtue we ought to display. Kind and merciful God, we've neglected your word and the truth that would guide us aright. We have lived in the shade of the dark we have made when you willed us to walk in the light. Kind and merciful God, in Christ's death on the cross, you provided a cleansing from sin. Speak the words that forgive, that henceforth we may live by the light of your your Spirit within. Kind and merciful God, in Christ's death on the cross, you provided a cleansing from sin. Speak the words that forgive, that henceforth we may live by the might of your Spirit within. Kind and merciful God, we have broken your laws, and in conduct have veered from the norm. We have dreamed of the good, but the good that we could, we frequently failed to perform. Kind and merciful God, in Christ's death on the cross, you provided a cleansing from sin. Speak the words that forgive, that henceforth we may live by the might of your Spirit within. Kind and merciful God, in Christ's death on the cross, you provided a cleansing from sin. Speak the words that forgive, that henceforth we may live by the might of your Spirit within. Kind and merciful God, bid us lift up our heads and command us to rise from our knees. May our hearts now be changed and no longer estranged through the power of your pardon and peace. Kind and merciful God, bid us lift up our heads and command us to rise from our knees. May our hearts now be changed and no longer estranged through the power of your pardon and peace. Kind and merciful God, on the cross you provided a cleansing from sin. Speak the words that forgive, that henceforth we may live by the might of your Spirit within. Kind and merciful God, in Christ's death on the cross, you provided a cleansing from sin. Speak the words that forgive, that henceforth we may live by the might of your Spirit within. Speak the words that forgive, that henceforth we may live by the might of your Spirit within. By the might of your Spirit within. By the might of your Spirit within. That was actually a hymn that was written in the mid-'70s, but I took it and developed a new chorus and verses and things like that. But anyways, Kind and Merciful God is what it's called. I wish that I knew just what was going through your head. I know that you're hurting, I know that it's all my fault. I feel so awful, I wish it could be me instead. But sadly, that's just not the way it is. Not the way it is. You don't want to talk to me that much, I understand. But I wish I could reach you, I wish I could still help you see that you're not a bad person at all. No, you're spectacular. In fact, you were wonderful to me. Wonderful to me. But that was the problem with me from the very beginning. I was trying so hard to make it so that you could see, but it wasn't up to me. No, it wasn't up to me. I'm sorry for not loving you the way I should have from the start. Can you forgive me for lacking in communication from my heart? I never should have tried to do what I did, 'cause said and done, it only hurt you in the end. I wish I left it to the Lord all along. Maybe then I wouldn't need to write you this song. But I wish I could right my wrongs, right my wrongs. I know that you miss me, believe me, I miss you too. I miss your sense of humor and the kindness in all you do. Now our friendship is over, but I can't stand avoiding you. If only you knew, or could feel the same way too. Which is why ending a romance is death in its remotest form. One day you have each other, the next the other is no more. Yet I don't regret it, I felt it needed to be done. But likely I'm the only one, the only one. But that's still the problem with me, even here at the ending. I've been trying so hard to make it so that you could see. But it isn't up to me, no, it isn't up to me. I'm sorry for not loving you the way I should have from the start. Can you forgive me for lacking in communication from my heart? I never should have tried to do what I did, 'cause said and done, it only hurt you in the end. I wish I'd left it to the Lord all along. And maybe then I wouldn't need to write you this song. But I wish I could right my wrongs, right my wrongs, right my wrongs, right my wrongs. Well, dating for the first time was an adventure, that's for sure. There was so much about it that I never will regret. You taught me so much about love, I am forever grateful for the time I had with you, with you. Thank you for the time I had with you.